Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons and our Madden 21 Houston Texans franchise. And as we do jump into this, just want to give a quick little shout out to Mean Dean, one of the sons for Champ & Sons, starting out his new Rocket League series. Check that out on the channel, hit subscribe, and the little bell icon for notifications on all updates, whether it be Madden, FIFA, or the new Rocket League series. So we're going to get ready for this game, Week 14 against Tennessee. It's something that division games we struggled with last year. We're done very well this year, but we haven't played Tennessee yet. This is our first game against them. And last year they hammered us in a 17-10 victory in which we got a 10-0 lead. And they came back and put 17 unanswered on us in the regular season. So we can't sleep on them. They're playing a lot worse than what we are, but we just cannot sleep on this team. I'm looking at some of the recruiting. We're into the second round now, and there's some guys that are sticking out, but nothing that's all that incredible. No major hidden gems or anything that I would say I've seen really so far. But we'll see how that goes in the later weeks, more scouting opportunities. See what other information we can get. So we're going to go ahead and jump on into this game, facing off against our rival Tennessee in Nashville as we take on the Titans. And our first play of the game, we're going to run it pretty dang short for a gain of 0, in fact, as that brings up a 2nd and 10 for us. This is our first drive, and we need to get some yards, work the clock, keep Tannehill on the sideline, keep Henry on the sideline as well. So 2nd and 10, we are going to run it up the middle with Junior, only able to find a couple yards on that one, as we do have a 3rd and 6 now. It is more manageable. It's not ideal for a 3rd down, but it is definitely way more manageable. So 3rd and 6, Watson's going to be in the shotgun, and they're going to bring some pressure. And of course, we find Cobb on the slant route. He's headed down the right. He's at the 30, all the way down to the 21, 22-yard line. Randall Cobb, the first reception of the day, getting 37 yards of rack yardage on that one, taking Houston all the way to the 23-yard line. We're just a minute and a half into this game. Now with the 1st and 10, after that big play to Cobb, Watson's going to be under center this time. Find Fuller coming in on the slant pattern, as that'll pick up another about 10 yards on that one. Deshaun Watson, 2 completions, 60 yards in total, thanks to Randall Cobb and his ability to run after the catch. So now with the brand new 1st and 10 after that reception by Fuller, all the way to the 12-yard line. Watson's going to be in the shotgun. We got 4 guys wide with DJ off to our left side. And we're going to hand it off to DJ up the middle. He's not going to get, but maybe a loss of a yard. He seems to be having a pretty tough slugging, at least this first quarter. We may have to start going with Junior primarily in the run game. In this one, they just seem to have DJ locked up. So on 2nd and 11, we try to get a pass on an in route to Cobb. We do not get that completed. And so we are now stuck with a 3rd and 11 from the 13-yard line. And we're going to bring QT over in motion. And Watson's going to take the snap in the shotgun. A little bit of lag problems, but we drop it off to Fuller, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Fights forward, gets into the corner. Touchdown, Houston. 7-0 lead. Watson to Fuller on the drag pattern, makes a quick cut and pushes his way in between the pylons, as that will bring us to a 7-0 lead, 11 and a half minutes to go in the first quarter. So now Tennessee will take over on their ensuing possession from the 25-yard line. And their first play is going to be to Henry, as he gets 3 yards on that one, all the way to the 28. We did have him a little bit in the backfield, but he was able to get away from us. That's going to be, we need to shore up our tackles on him and not let him get those big runs. And on the very next play, they do a little bit of play action and are able to get it to their receiver. Who was that? That looks like, yeah, Aaron Humphries for 12 yards. And that, man, we've got to be able to cover those slant patterns a little bit better than what we do. And what is this formation that Tennessee is coming with? This looks foolish. And it is foolish because Whitney Merciless is able to get into the backfield real quick, unblocked, and bring Henry down for a gain of 0 yards. Not a loss, a gain of, well, not a gain either. 0 yards, let's just say. Yeah, that formation, I don't understand it. Merciless is going to be too quick, and you just set yourself up for a hard position. And now Tannehill gets it out to his tight end. Wait, that wasn't his tight end. Jay Smith, could be receiver, could be tight end. I really don't know. I've said it before, I don't study their team. But they do get a first down on that play. That I did see. Now Tannehill's going to run with it off to his right side, but Bernardrick McKinney swoops in to make the tackle after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 is what we have on this one. But still, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. This has lasted quite some time. Tennessee trailing 7-0. The next play, they're going to hand it off to Henry. He's going to break 2 tackles, but Zach Cunningham is able to come in and clean up that mess. Now Tennessee with a big 3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line. Tannehill's in the shotgun. He's going to get the snap. He's looking. We get some good pressure on him, but he finds his receiver, who's not able to come down with it. He dropped it off his hands, and Tennessee will punt the ball away to us on this one. And our first play, we're going to get it to Junior, have him kind of do some zigzagging up the middle there. And he picks up a gain of 4 yards. So he's actually gaining yards while DJ's pretty much getting stopped for no gain or a loss. But I'm too stubborn to get rid of my run game or to back away from it, make changes to it. That's not how I operate. I do the same thing over and over and over again. So that's why I'm keeping DJ in. We are going with this 2-headed running attack. It's been successful all year. It may take some time, but we will break them down. And on 3rd and 6, we try to get the pass to QT, unable to complete that one. So we will punt the ball away back to Tennessee. Only a 7-0 lead, needing to expand on this and extend it out at some point, because they're starting to come back at us. As Tannehill will fire a big one to his tight end, Smith, as that will pick him all the way up to around the 25-yard line. And now a little bit later, here we go. On the next snap, they get it up to Henry. He's going to be brought down by Ross Blacklock on that play, along with Bernardrick McKinney teaming up to bring Henry down after a gain of only 4 yards. So now 2nd and 6 from the 21. Tannehill's alone in the backfield. He gets the snap, and we're able to knock that one away from him this time. Zach Cunningham on top of it knocks the pass away from the tight end as Tannehill tried to hit him over the middle, unable to complete it. Now they have 3rd and 6 all the way here at the 21-yard line. Tannehill's alone in the backfield again as we try to get some pressure on him, just not able to get the space we need. And he gets it out to his receiver, Humphries, but Max Forbes brings him down quickly. So that brings up 4th and 2 at the 17. And it looks like Tennessee is going to go for this. They're not kicking a field goal. They know division games mean more than just needing 3 points. Tannehill's going to be under center, 2 tight ends to his right side. He drops back to pass, and he will throw an interception. Levi Wallace. He takes possession and tries to run it back, but gets stopped at the 3-yard line. What a play by Wallace to get up there and get the ball away from that receiver, as Texans will now take over possession at the 3-yard line. Tennessee with the turnover. So 1st and 10, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter still here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get it to Junior up the middle as we try to float to the right side, unable to get anything on that one. So 2nd and 10, under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter now. Finally, all the way from the 3-yard line. Watson's going to be in the shotgun, 2 to our left, and we got QT to our right. Hand it off to DJ, kind of going up the middle. Not getting much there. Only 2 yards on that one. This is tough slugging, but Tennessee has a tough defense, and they got a couple superstar guys in there, and so that makes it all that much harder. So on 3rd and 8, Watson from the shotgun. He'll find Fells coming over on the little in pattern, and he will get a big first down, bowling over one man, finally being brought down at the 15-yard line, giving us a whole new 1st and 10 for Houston. This drive will continue. Hopefully we can get some of these separating points to kind of expand on this lead and give us a little bit more of a cushion. Just one score, it's not going to do it for me. And on the next play, we will get the pass out to QT coming in on the drag pattern. He picks up about 14 yards in total to the 29-yard line and a brand new 1st and 10. We're finally closing in on the end of this first quarter, just a minute and a half to go. With Watson in the shotgun, we hand it to DJ up the middle, not able to squeeze through a hole, and gets brought down after a gain of only about 3 yards. And so we do have 2nd and 7 from our own 32-yard line. Now this time Watson's going to be under center. He's got Junior in the backfield with him and QT off to his right. Hands it to Junior, tries to make a cut to the left, and just cannot get to the outside to make that corner, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about a yard or so, giving us a 3rd and 6 on this drive. Here we come, about 20 seconds to go in the first quarter, 3rd and 6. Watson's in the shotgun. We're bringing QT in motion. Watson gets the snap. He scans over the field, and we'll find Fuller off to our right on the drag pattern. He gets the pass, and they're not going to give it to us. They call us short. 4th and 1, so we do punt the ball away to Tennessee. And here they come with that goofy formation again that they decide to run out of every time. And we will stop Henry after a gain of only 3 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 7 from the 23. All right, now this time Tannehill's going to be in the shotgun. He throws a quick slant pattern. Was that his receiver, Brown? I believe that was. On the slant pattern. Easy catch. Unstoppable play. So 1st and 10 now from the 34 for Tennessee. They're going to go I formation. They bring the receiver in motion. But Rashawn Bushrod hits Henry in the backfield, but he does escape and is finally brought down by Merciless and Fields after a gain of 3 yards. Should have been a loss of 2. Bushrod got in there for the disruption, just could not bring him down. So now 2nd and 7, Tannehill in the shotgun once again, as he scans over the field, and he finds his man pretty well covered, a pretty good catch on that one to get Tennessee all the way to the 36. And Levi Wallace had the coverage on him. I'm amazed he was able to hang on to that. Now 3rd and 7 here from the 36-yard line. He gets a big pass play to his tight end down to the 42. Tennessee is driving. And we find him now with the 1st and 10 from the 16 inside the red zone. As Tennessee hands it off to Henry off to the right, and he's just not able to get around the edge either, as we will stop him after a gain of 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd and 8 from the 13-yard line. Now Tannehill in the shotgun, and he gets the snap, and he's scanning over, and he will find his receiver, Brown, coming in on the in pattern. He drops to the ground, so he gets stopped for just a few yards, bringing up a 3rd and 2 from the 7. Tannehill's going to be in the shotgun once again. 7 yards from pay dirt. Tannehill gets the snap. We bring some pressure, but he's going to find his receiver in the back corner of the end zone, his tight end, Smith, and he puts it on a dime. What a throw. I got to give kudos to that one. And this game is tied up now at 7 apiece. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. And on that first throw, it's going to be pretty well covered, and the ball will be knocked down, giving us a 2nd and 10. So this time we're gonna stay true to our running game. Give it to DJ. Eventually, I just got to believe that eventually we're going to bust through, and we're going to be able to make some big things happen. But until then, now we're stuck with a 3rd and 8. And Watson on this 3rd and 8 is going to take the snap, and he's going to find DJ out of the backfield, who's going to fumble the ball. He's going to get hit, hammered, and he's going to fumble, and Tennessee's going to take over now. 9.5 to go in the first half, and this game has just turned on its head. This is kind of starting to remind me of what happened last year in our last season, I guess. Whenever we blew that lead and Tennessee won. All right, so now trying to recover. We are back on our heels, needing to make something happen as we have Tennessee with the 2nd and 8. Tannehill's going to be in the shotgun. It seems to be the standard. Does a little bit of play action. We are able to get some pressure, but he makes the throw, and what a catch. How am I supposed to stop that? You tell me this. How am I supposed to stop that? I got pressure. He was well defended. Somehow, made a great catch. I hate it when that happens. And on the 1st and 10, what do? Oh, let's go right back to him on a slant pass. That's the way to do it. Throw the slant. They hit Brown this time for 4. He has 42 yards on the day. And so this time, on the next play, 2nd and 2, they hand it off to Henry, who's going to do what he does, power his way forward, gets a 1st down, and a new set for Tennessee to play with, as we have them with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Tannehill is going to go under center this time with 2 tight ends. Since one in motion, Henry is in the backfield. And Tennessee is going to get the snap. They hand it to Henry. Big hole on the left side. He's going to fight forward and will fall in for a touchdown. Tennessee will now take the lead 14-7. Okay, trying to figure out what to do here. Because this running game, we need to keep it up. I cannot get away from it. If you become one-dimensional, Madden will punish you. So I have to do it, but 2nd and 11 now. Our running offense has looked like this all dang half. I don't know how we're going to make changes in the 2nd half, but we're going to have to. And they really need to start now before we let this game get out of hand. Trailing 14-7 with a 2nd and 11. We'll find the only open man we can find, Fells, coming across, and he will get about 6 yards, giving us a 3rd and 5 from the 31. It's a manageable down, but we have to have this. We cannot go punting the ball away. I do not want to have to be in that position. So 3rd and 5, Watson's in the shotgun. He's going to send QT in motion as we get the snap. We're going to find QT open on the left side. He will get hauling forward all the way down to the 45-yard line. Seemed to kick it into an extra gear there, giving us a big play. Now a little later in the drive, with about 3 minutes to go in the first half, we find ourselves at the 1st and 10 from the 22, and our running game is starting to pay off. That big run for 6 yards by Junior coming off the left side there. And that side has been pretty successful for us in these last few games that we've been playing. So now Watson in the shotgun once again, as he will find, who's there going to be? Fuller coming across on the slant pattern to the 5-yard line for a 1st and goal. Now under 2 minutes to go. Watson's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to find a lane and run it into the end zone. Easy money right there. Deshaun Watson will get this game tied up with his first rushing touchdown of the afternoon. And that will take us into halftime, as we will find ourselves tied with Tennessee 14-14. Other than our running game, we've been beating them in I guess turnovers, but I think we've been beating them pretty much in every aspect of the game. So our defense is playing great. Our offense is doing what it needs to do. We just need to find ourselves a little bit more consistency, I think, and that will pay off for us in the long run. So taking a look at a surprising score from around the league, the Minnesota Vikings hammer Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers by a massive margin. Kirk Cousins beating Big Ben. Can't imagine that happened in real life. And now we go back down south as we look at AFC matchup with the Bills leading the Dolphins. in that one, an AFC East rivalry. That's got big implications for how that division does work out. So let's jump back into the second half of our game as we are tied 14-14 here against Tennessee. And they will start out with the ball, and they'll get a handoff to Henry coming up off the left side. We do get him stopped for 1 yard. Other than his touchdown, we've been pretty decent at having him contained. He's not getting a whole lot of really big runs on us. Now Tannehill with the 2nd and 9. We bring the pressure. We get past our man, and we will bring him down. Ross Blacklock sacks Tennessee for a big loss. Ryan Tannehill getting thrown around on that one, and if Blacklock didn't get him, Charles Omenihu was going to. 3rd and 19. Tannehill did not have a chance. And now we'll find him alone in the backfield. But they're going to call a little bit of a... They're going to change the formation completely on this audible. And this time they will find their tight end. No, that's their receiver. That's Davis. They'll find Davis coming across in the slant pattern. He gets some yards, just not enough, as we now have a 1st and 10 and an opportunity to take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. And this time Watson's going to roll out to his left, and he's going to find QT finally open on the left side, kind of just standing there in the middle of a zone, wide open as we drop the ball off to him, and he gets us down to the 47 with a brand new set. Now Watson's going to be under center as we hand it off to Junior, kind of going up the middle, slightly to the right. They will be able to get around us and bring pressure from there, so we try to cut it back. Only end up getting a couple yards, though. So, I mean, a couple's better than none. So now 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line here in the 3rd quarter. Watson's going to be under center again. And this time the lane opens. He's going to run up the middle and slide down at about the 32, as that gives us a big 1st down on that run. So now with the 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, not wanting to make the foolish mistake that we've made in the past by throwing an interception or getting a turnover. We do run a little bit of a play action. This time we're going to go deep, and I just talked about not throwing an interception, and then I make that stupid throw. Could have been intercepted. Luckily it was not. So we do have 2nd and 10 here, fortunately. Now Watson's going to be under center again. Another play action. This time we have Fells wide open. Watson just could not deliver it to him. And so now we have a 3rd and 10 from the 32. And it looks like we're trying to spoil this opportunity. Now Watson is in the shotgun. He's got Fuller to his left and 3 to his right. And he's going to find Cobb coming over on the slant pattern. Big conversion on that 3rd down, as that gets us all the way down to the 15-yard line. Randall Cobb with the 116 yards receiving on the day. He is playing outstanding. And so now after that, Watson will be in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, as we hand it up to DJ off the left side. He's going to get some good yards all the way down to the 7, bringing up a 2nd and 1. We are rolling. Momentum is turning in our favor, as Watson will be in the shotgun with 4 wide, DJ to his left side, handing it off to him again. Big hole on the right. DJ's just not going to be able to get in. He is stopped short at the 2-yard line, but we do have a 1st and goal now from the 2-yard line. So Watson's going under center. We have Junior in the backfield with 2 tight ends to our right. We send 1 in motion. And we are going to go ahead and get the snap. Make a couple of other line changes, but we get the snap and hand it to Junior. He's going to find his way in to the end zone for the touchdown. Houston, touchdown, Junior. We now have the lead, 21-14 in this contest. So here we go on the ensuing drive for Tennessee with just about 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Tannehill's going to get the snap. He's scanning the field. Can't find anybody open. We get the pressure. Just a second too late to get the sack, as Tannehill does throw that away. And that brings up 2nd and 10 for Tennessee. So now Tannehill is going to be in the backfield with Henry offset to his left, and he's going to hand it off, and Henry's going to get stopped for a couple yards. He had a big hole. if he was able to escape more cleanly, that would have been a big problem for us. Thankfully, he did. We did bring him down, and now they have 3rd and 8. So Tannehill's going to be in the shotgun. Going to call an audible to make himself alone in the backfield. As the snap will come, we get pressure, and we drop all of our linebackers back. He's able to find his receiver, but just not able to get that first down. A.J. Brown could not make it. Someone missed, and they will punt the ball away to us. So we're going to start this drive with a little bit of play action, but we give it to DJ in the end because he's wide open in the flat. Just seemed like the smartest play to make. And he will get about 9.5 yards, leaving us with a 2nd and inches. So naturally, we're going to go to the shotgun formation. 2 to our left, we got QT to our right, but we hand it off to DJ with the hole on the left side up the middle this time. And we get the big first down. But I mentioned that left side is, man, that left side's got some authority. We've run real well there the last couple of weeks, or last couple of games. So we got to keep hitting that up. But the running attack is starting to take effect. We're starting to see a little bit more holes, and I had one open. I just completely missed it on that. That's not a great defensive play. That was just a poor offensive play on my part. So now 2nd and 9 from the 41-yard line. We do have a 7-point lead, but trying to build on it, knowing that no lead is safe in these division games. So with 2nd and 9, we're going to find Fells coming up over the middle on a little slant pattern, as that will give us a whole new 1st and 10 now. There's just over 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And here at this point, we find ourselves at the 13-yard line, and we will hand it off to like DJ for a gain of a yard. Okay, you're not going to hit home runs every play, but we're starting to get consistent yards on our rushes, and we are going to keep pushing that forward. Now the next play, we try a little bit of an RPO, the wide receiver screen, and we thankfully throw it incomplete so we don't take a loss. It's now a 3rd and 9 from the 13. Watson's going to be in the shotgun, and we got the snap. We're scanning the field, and we'll find DJ over the middle, and he fights for the first down and gets us to the 1-yard line as we now have 1st and goal from the 1. A minute and a half is remaining in this 3rd quarter. So we're going to go heavy on this. You know, we went single back last time, and Junior was able to find his way in. But we're going to go heavy set. Goal line formation, big on big, and we are going to false start. So now we get to have 1st and goal from the 6 instead of the 1, because that's what we do. We let all of that build up just so we can false start. Now 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Watson is going to be in the shotgun. We try to run the draw, and for some reason he pretends to snap it over his head. And DJ's going to get down to the 1. They don't give it to him. And I know it's not something they're going to overturn. But I hate those draw plays where they have to act like, oh, you launched it over my head. No, just do the delayed handoff. Jesus. So now we go back to our goal line formation for 2nd and goal. Hand it to DJ. He fights forward and gets the touchdown, as we will now double them up and have our lead be 28-14 as we close out the 3rd quarter. So now here to start the 4th quarter, Tennessee down by 14. They are trying to come on a drive as Tannehill will throw to his right side and find his tight end Smith for a big gain and a 1st down. With 1st and 10, brand new set at the 36. Tannehill's going to be under center this time. Henry in the backfield, tight end to his left. Tannehill takes the snap. No one's really open, makes a really bad throw. And that one will bring up 2nd and 10 now for Tennessee from the 36-yard line. Tannehill is going to be in the shotgun once again. This time he does have Henry to his right side. And we're going to get some pressure on him from the outside. Tannehill's not able to complete that pass, as it will be 3rd and 10 this time for Tennessee from the 36. We are getting good pressure, and we have good coverage. I'm liking seeing how this is working out for us. And more pressure up the middle by Bushrod. And Tannehill will get the throw off, and he will come down with it. 4 receptions for 60 yards for Davis, and that one hurts big time. A little bit later, we find Tennessee with a 2nd and 10. Tannehill's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to fire it over, and it's going to be intercepted. Max Forbes, he gets the interception, and he starts running and gets brought down at the 39. Max Forbes stepped in front of that one and took it from the receiver. Interception, his 2nd of his career. And that is a big one for us, allowing to possibly make this a 3-score game here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 for Houston from the 39. We're going to hand it off to DJ coming off the left side. And this time they will have us sealed up for only a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 from the 40. So now with our 2nd and 8, we're going to have Watson in the shotgun, 3 to our right, Fuller to our left, and DJ offset to our left side. Watson's going to drop back, and he gets the snap. And we'll find our receiver, Cobb, coming over the middle, but he's not going to make the catch. And they're going to give us pass interference. That's going to be on the defense. 1st down. What a great call on that one. Thankfully it wasn't holding. I was nervous that it could have been. But that will give us exactly what we need to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Watson in the shotgun. As he sends Fuller in motion, he scans the field. He finds Fuller coming on the drag pattern, who will make the catch and be brought down at the 41. As Houston has 357 passing yards on the day. Big afternoon for Deshaun Watson. So it's 2nd and 3. Watson's going to take the snap from under center this time with Junior in the backfield. As he hands it off to Junior, he's going to find a hole opening on the left side and take it for just enough to get the 1st down. He does only have 23 rushing yards on the day, but with 1 touchdown. So now a little later in our drive, we have ourselves with the 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. And that handoff works out pretty dang decent, getting us to the 1, 3 feet away from being 21 points ahead. Coming into this 2nd half with a 14-14 tie. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Let's make it 3 in a row. Needed to be kind of careful on this one. Who do I want to give it to? Who are we looking for? We're going to do a little bit of play action rollout, 2nd and goal. And we'll roll out, and there he is, Mr. Cullen Gillespie, our fullback with some soft hands, making the reception for the touchdown. Bench pressing footballs. It's a hard life being a fullback for Houston. And now Tennessee with the 1st and 10. About 9 minutes to go in the rest of this game, needing to try and make something happen. They are down by 21. This is hard to come back from. I've lost 17-point leads late in games, but I've never lost a 21-point lead with under 9 minutes to go. But Tennessee with a big task in front of them. Starts out well with the big play on 1st down, getting to 2nd and inches. And this time they're tied in. Will break the tackles from Cunningham. Smith just bounces off of him, but Bernardrick McKinney's able to swoop in and finish him off. They do get the 1st down, however. With 1st and 10, Tannehill's going to be under center, and he gets the snap. We get no pressure on him, but he heaves the ball up to A.J. Brown on the left side, and that's going to fall incomplete. Just not able to get his feet down, it looked like, as that will bring up 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill's under center once again, and he gets the snap, scans the field, and drops it off to Humphreys, who's going to get blasted coming across the field as he is stopped short of the line to gain. And this now has a 3rd and 4. So once again in the shotgun, this time 2 running backs offset for him. Tannehill's going to take the snap, drop it off to one of his running backs, who's going to break a tackle, break a 2nd one, and he gets all the way down to the 39-yard line. Yeah, I said break a 2nd one. Our guy just whiffed on that one. So here we go. A little bit later in the drive, Tennessee has a 2nd and 2 from the 16. Just about 5.5 minutes to go. And they'll drop it off to Smith, who breaks a tackle, but he's going to end up being brought down by Dominique Tompkins all the way to the 7. 1st and goal for Tennessee. They still trail by 21, but this will be a big step for them if they can get a touchdown. And they're going to drop it off to Henry. Bowls over one man, makes another miss, and makes it look like little children playing against a man. As he will get in for the touchdown on that one. But that is all they're going to be able to do. This game will end with Houston being on top, 35-21. So great finish, but that last touchdown by Tennessee was disturbing to see. Derrick Henry just went pure D violent on us. Bowled one man over. Another guy missed. Knocked another dude back into the end zone with him. I mean, that was just humiliating. But we did escape with the victory, so that's good. And we're going to have lots of player upgrades to go through and do. So while we're doing that, I do just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you did like today's video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button for us, as we do greatly appreciate it, and it really helps out the channel. So yeah, stay tuned for all of our other content, more Houston Texans. We got FIFA 21, and I know I said it before, but Mr. Mean Dean, one of the sons for Champion Sons, with his Rocket League series beginning as well. So we're going to go ahead and finish some of these up. Mr. Rashawn Bushrod, playing like a beast up the middle, a man possessed, if you will, as we give him another upgrade point. And he just keeps paying dividends, man. Hit power, block shedding, all going up by one. Superstar development. That's what I like to see. Now our backup right guard, Alexander Grubbs, gets himself a little point upgrade. Not sure what for, but hey, who am I to argue? All right. So we're going to go ahead and advance on to this next week against Indy. And I will see y'all in that episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, stay safe, and, well, you guys know how it goes. Later, y'all.